guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel Perez, and today I created this full face of natural full coverage makeup from the drugstore and high-end brands. So stay tuned while I show you how I put it all together. Have a great day. Skin recovery cream. So this is for very irritated and sensitive skin. This is my first time trying it out. I just purchased it from Ulta, and it has a funny, it has a funny top, a little broke off. First, I have to clip back my hair. I need a little bit more. I was having a lot of dry skin near my nose because of my acne products. I really recommend this moisturizer. I've seen it everywhere, and I know that it has a very great legacy behind it, and that it's proven effective, that a lot of people enjoy it. So now I'm going in with this Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser primer, and it's so cool. It's a clear, really silky jelly formula that I really enjoy. I've been using this for like 6 months now, and it really erases your pores. It is that silicone-y texture, but I really like those primers. I think it does a great job of reducing my large pores. Now, I have a few new things from ColourPop in my collection. I have this Pretty Fresh Hydrating Illuminator. So I'm putting a pretty generous amount. I know it's gonna be very shiny, but I'm putting my foundation on top. Corrector 2.0. I really like this one because it's a light peach color, and a really light peach, and blends very well under makeup. It doesn't give me any problems. So this I'm just going to apply with my fingers, because I don't want to get the color on the blender, and I just want to pat it in and work it in under my eyes. I don't want it to go anywhere else, so this way it doesn't. I'm gonna go in with my foundations for today. I'm using the Beauty Blender Balance Foundation. It's the Liquid Whip Long Wear Foundation, and they've been showing this in TJ Maxx, so it's very accessible. And then I have this new Candid Glow It covers that illuminator, so I know that looked a little scary, but I knew I was putting foundation over it. If I wasn't, I would never put that as part of my primer. This is looking really nice, really skin-like. The Candid Glow thinned it out a little bit and made it more skin-like. Bronzing balm, brand new, beautiful. Let's get a buffing brush. This is by Anissa. I'm warming the product up on the brush. Of course, I got hair in there from my animals. Now, you really want to turn to the side and you want to bronze over the hollow of your cheek. So we're lifting everything up. This is really nice. It's blending really nicely as I expected. Honestly, most of these cream bronzers are the same, but this blends really nice. See how it builds up. Builds. Let's see. I really like the color. It's a nice warm, I think I did the lightest color. No, this is medium. So this is right there in the middle. Really beautiful. You really want to take the time to blend in the edges. And we're just warming up the face, but we're going to conceal afterwards and balance out all that warmth. So now I'm going to this side. It's a really nice warm color. And it really, you don't even, it's really thin. You don't feel it much at all. I went a little too low over here, so I'm going to take what I did my foundation. You can use your brush or sponge and just make sure you clean it up. Wherever you think you went too far, or to just blend in the edges. So I like to go in layers and then blend in the edges because it makes the makeup seamlessly melt into your face. And you just want to press. You're never swiping with any makeup that you're doing. Eye makeup, face makeup, you just want to press. So right before this video, I posted an eyeshadow declutter, and if you didn't see that video, I really would go back and watch it afterwards, so you really get to know everything in my collection and the products that I love to use. I love that. I think it's a great way to see what people have. And then after this, I am going to be filming a whole skincare declutter. I have all of my skincare out, and I am going to try to get rid of half of it because I haven't done a skincare declutter in a while, and I declutter my makeup pretty often as I use it. There's something that seems too old, that I'm not using, that doesn't do a good job. I just get rid of it. I put it aside and I save it for a video. Now I'm contouring my nose. And when I contour my nose, I really bring the bronzer all the way to the front. And it's not going to meet the bronzer on the other side, but just about. And then I'm going to go down the middle line with concealer. but I think this is a really nice light color. It's a little more orange than I'm used to, but I think it blends out really nicely. Just gonna bring it up here, here. Great. This concealer, this is the Age Instant Rewind concealer from Maybelline. I think, yeah, from Maybelline. It should be in there. Okay, it's in there. This is a very light color. I cleaned the applicator before using it today. Just wherever I want to continue to brighten up. I'm gonna go in with this one because my other one's pretty dirty. I never used to highlight with concealer, but it is all the rage now. All the rage with makeup now. I'm going to just blend into my hairline, make sure nothing looks funny. This I would say is really good. I have to use it a lot more, but it's just a really nice, subtle, glowy finish. And while still I got coverage from the other foundation as well, because I'm a full coverage gal. I need my coverage. Making sure we don't crease because we have to powder. I have very exciting powder today. I have a new MAC medium golden mineralized skin finish. So pretty. First, I'm gonna go with the Brighten Up Banana under my eyes, and then I'm gonna use the MAC one everywhere else. Oh, thinned it out a little bit and made it more skin-like. I really need to get in my sockets over here. And you really need to press everything in with force or it's not gonna last. And call it the Makeup by Ariel technique because Nikita posts snaps and he's just going like that. Amazing. Okay, so we used all that foundation, and now I'm going in with this new Soul Body, the Face and Body Bronzing Balm. Brand new, beautiful. Let's get a buffing brush. This is by Anissa. I'm warming the product up on the brush. Of course, I got hair in there from my animals. Now, you really want to turn to the side and you want to bronze over the hollow of your cheek. So we're lifting everything up. This is really nice. It's blending really nicely as I expected. Honestly, most of these cream bronzers are the same, but this blends really nice. See how it builds up. Builds. Let's see. I really like the color. It's a nice warm, I think I did the lightest color. No, this is medium. So this is right there in the middle. Really beautiful. You really want to take the time to blend in the edges. And we're just warming up the face, but we're going to conceal afterwards and balance out all that warmth. So now I'm going to this side. It's a really nice warm color. And it really, you don't even, it's really thin. You don't feel it much at all. I went a little too low over here, so I'm going to take what I did my foundation. You can use your brush or sponge and just make sure you clean it up. Wherever you think you went too far, or to just blend in the edges. So I like to go in layers and then blend in the edges because it makes the makeup seamlessly melt into your face. And you just want to press. You're never swiping with any makeup that you're doing. Eye makeup, face makeup, you just want to press. So right before this video, I posted an eyeshadow declutter, and if you didn't see that video, I really would go back and watch it afterwards so you really get to know everything in my collection and the products that I love to use. I love that. I think it's a great way to see what people have. And then after this, I am going to be filming a whole skincare declutter. I have all of my skincare out, and I am going to try to get rid of half of it because I haven't done a skincare declutter in a while, and I declutter my makeup pretty often as I use it. There's something that seems too old, that I'm not using, that doesn't do a good job. I just get rid of it. I put it aside and I save it for a video. Now I'm contouring my nose. And when I contour my nose, I really bring the bronzer all the way to the front. And it's not going to meet the bronzer on the other side, but just about. And then I'm going to go down the middle line with concealer. But I think this is a really nice light color. It's a little more orange than I'm used to, but I think it blends out really nicely. Just gonna bring it up here, here. Great. It's a small highlighting brush, but I really like to use it for my under eye area because it fits perfectly. So we're gonna get a good amount on there. And just gently tap like this. So this is the brightening one. I'm putting it everywhere I put that concealer because they're going to match colors. You don't want to put a medium powder over this area and reduce all of the brightening you did. So that's set. Now I'm going to take a fluffy brush. Ooh, you get some kick up with the MAC powder, and I'm going to focus this powder on the perimeter of my face. MAC products in general are amazing, but I really love their powders. This is a pressed powder, a baked pressed powder, so it's beautiful. It has a little bit of it's a mineralized powder. I say it has a satin finish. It's not matte. I did end up putting it all over, but we're gonna go back in with bronzer, so that's okay. And I have some really exciting powders. Okay, so we just did that pressed MAC powder, but I'm actually also gonna go in with the airbrush. I just went in with the MAC powder, but now I'm gonna go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Airless Flawless Airbrush Flawless Finish powder. To set as well. I'm going to do a really simple eye today because I'm really focusing on the base products and the new products. Now I'm going to go in with this Essence contour kit. I'm not going to use the light shade, but I am going to use the contour shade. I'm going in with this same small highlighting brush. I just really like the control I have with this brush and the shape. Contouring my jaw. Into the bronzer. You know how amazing this mirror is already. I know I'm already very bronzed, but because of all that cream contour and contour. But I love putting bronzer. throughout my entire makeup application and building it layer by layer, like I said. So this really adds that sun-kissed glow. This is the lightest shade, the lightest shade. And you can go light, you can go heavier. I really pack it on because I love that bronze. And if you go with a lighter hand, you're gonna get a lighter application. So I feel that this is really great. I'm gonna go in with the blush. Really get it on the brush. Tapping it on the face. They're definitely pigmented. Starting to see the blush. Makeup fades throughout the day and everything, and I love a full face of makeup, so I'm really working that in, and it looks very natural. Because these are baked formulas, you really need to build them up, but once you build them up, they look just amazing. Look at that. Look at that glow. So they're not gonna punch you with color in the beginning, but when you build them up, they are going to give you that great payback you are looking for. And you want to keep your brush and bronzer and highlight very high on your cheekbone, so it raises your face. I'm putting some on my nose, and it's the perfect shade. It doesn't put a lot, but it really just gives you that sun-kissed, beautiful look. So thank you, Jaclyn Cosmetics, and this beautiful, beautiful packaging. Thank you for making more products. Now let's go in with the highlight. I have been waiting to use this highlight for so long. Beautiful. So I got the shade Iced. This is the pressed highlight. I did get 2 of the loose highlights, but I just want to go in with the pressed one today. So first, I have my spray. Take a sip of tea. Cold tea, but it's okay. I'm using my airbrush flawless setting spray. I don't know. Airbrush. I have super sensitive eyes, so before I open my eyes, I like to fan myself. And I really find that's putting air and a fan on the setting spray helps it melt in and last. And I can link this fan. I did get it off Amazon. I believe this. I don't see anyone else doing it. They might not. But I love to use the fan to really set my makeup in place. Now we're going in with this beauty. Ooh. I love a blinding highlight. I know. Oh my god. That's one. Oh my god. Ah. Okay. I love a blinding highlight. And obviously Jaclyn, you have to work this in. Obviously Jaclyn is really known for her blinding highlights, so obviously I needed to get it. But you see why I'm using a small brush? Because you really just want it to go where you want it to go. If you use a big brush, it can get everywhere. Oh my God. But it really looks wet, it looks beautiful. I need to compare it to other highlighters, but look at that off the bat. I want to compare it to my Juvia's Place highlighter that's really stunning, but I've never had this kind of payoff. The first little dip into a highlighter. You really need the smallest amount. And then I just want to work it in so I get that beautiful glow all around this area. And since it's so pigmented, I want to make sure it's not just sitting in one place. Oh my God. It speaks for itself. If you're not into bright highlighters, you know this isn't for you. But if you are into bright highlighters, you love looking like a glazed donut, you love that shine staying with you, and that shine when you move around, you are going to be obsessed with this. I'm just gonna pop a little more. Right here. And that's it. I'm not gonna use any more because I'm gonna put it all over my entire face. Brow beater, not the brow blade, the brow beater pencil. It's a very thin pencil. And I have the Lift and Snatch from NYX and the Glossier Boy Brow. I am going to start with Glossier Boy Brow. Go through my brows. I feel like this already gives them so much more body. And then fill in where I need more. Now I want to make sure my hairs stand up, so I'm using the Brow Freeze, an individual spoolie. Get some on one side and work it in and up. You do want to press it to your skin so they stick up on your skin. They don't just stick up in the air. The magic is that they stick to your skin. And don't worry about your makeup because it doesn't really get that messed up. And then I just go with the Beauty Blender if I feel like anything might have moved. But I have so much powder that it really doesn't mess anything up. Go a few times, get all the hairs, slick down. Some Brow Freeze on my finger because mine just really don't want to stay down, and that really just makes them stay down. Now I'm going to go in with the Urban Decay ultra fine pencil that I accidentally took out of the whole thing. I'm just filling in mainly the tail of the brow with this. Anything, the more control you have. You don't want to go back and forth and move the hairs. I really just go in one direction. Great, so these are filled in. Takes a little time with a thin pencil, but that's up to you. You can use a thicker pencil if you like, but I don't find that I use any of my pencils that aren't even very thick. They just make them so thin now that everything else normal seems incredibly thick. So now, making my hair like strokes. But I got a little too much on the top there. I'm gonna take a little pinch of concealer and throw it there. I like to do it with a really light touch and just do a lot of them because it looks the most natural. And if you have a heavy hand with this, even a little bit, you get a little glob where the ink comes out. When I do get a little too much, I'm just going to press my finger on it so it doesn't move anywhere. Use my spoolie a little bit to blend it in. And just add a little more. I'm very happy with that. Just to clean it up a little bit. I really love all the milk mascara, primer, the waterproof mascara. I love them. So I'm using the eye primer for you guys today. It has a really cool wand and it separates your lashes, conditions them, lengthens them. Very short bristled wand, so you can really get in there. I like to go from the bottom, but then I go to the bottom with one coat, and then I focus on the top of the lash. So that's about 3 coats there. I'm going to use my lash separator. I use this with, but this wand is very flexible. It's very thin. We all know the hype on this mascara. It's called the Double Take Eyeliner. I love that name, so I actually remembered it this time. I like to do the bottom first. You want to make sure your eyelashes are dry and everything before you start tightlining. So this is called Twig by MAC, and I use the back like this because Katie Jane Hughes does it. So it's a good enough reason for me to do anything. Literally the same color. Doing this really cleans up your lip. Even if you use pencil. Cleaning up with concealer is just a game changer. Especially around the sides here. It just gives you the perfect pout. Walk of No Shame lip gloss. Spoolie. See if I need to clean up anywhere else. Okay, just use the spoolie a little under my eyes. Thank you so much. Bye guys.